Yeah, it was a little alarming, and no one really had any idea what was going on.
Moments of confusion and uncertainty. A witness describes being caught up in the aftermath of a deadly wrong-way crash on the peninsula. Tonight, we're learning more about the driver. Thank you for joining us. I'm Ahmed Dates. We do have new details today in that deadly drunk driving accident. One man was killed, 2 others injured after a crash on 101 early this morning. The CHP says a drunk wrong-way driver struck a taxi cab head-on. ABC 7 News reporter Cornell Bernard is live in South San Francisco with the details. Cornell.
We have just learned the passenger that was killed inside that taxi is 62-year-old Pedro Sotavilla of San Juan, Puerto Rico. The CHP says the cab he was riding in was struck head-on by a college student driving the wrong way here on 101. Twisted metal is all that's left of this taxi cab inside a San Francisco tow yard. The cab was hit head-on by a wrong-way driver on southbound 101 in South San Francisco.
As far as we know, the 2 passengers that were in the taxi cab were not seat belted in. At least one of them was completely ejected from the vehicle. He died at the scene. There was another passenger that was in the taxi that's also severely injured.
The cab driver was also critically injured. The CHP says 24-year-old Stanford student Zachary Katz was drunk, driving his Infiniti the wrong way on Highway 101 when he rammed the taxi.
It was the most intense accident standstill I've ever seen. I've lived here for my whole life.
Corey Zimmerman and his friend Sten Dubin took these pictures of the crash scene after they were caught in the backup for several hours.
People were coming out of the cars, asking questions. They didn't tell us anything. Just, keep back and, it's going to be a couple hours. Just get back to our cars and just wait it out.
The taxi is owned by National and Veterans Cab of San Francisco. The president of the company tells ABC 7 News he's devastated by the tragedy. Stan and Corey themselves were actually in a cab returning from a class reunion.
It's crazy. I mean, it could have been us, right? We were in the back of a taxi cab. Reinforces our decision to not drive home since we had some drinks and, take the safe way home in the cab.
And we've learned the passenger and the driver of the cab remain in critical condition tonight. The driver of the wrong-way car has been charged with DUI. He remains hospitalized. We know he is from New York State, attending Stanford. So far, no comment from the university. Live in South San Francisco, Cornell Bernard, ABC 7 News.